Okay, guys, we are recording. Good morning and welcome to the crew call. I'm excited for today's call because we get to hear from Tara. We do our calls every week, and this is something that she wanted to talk about because it's something that she's been doing and she's been finding that it's been helping her. But before I turn it over to her, I want to go through a few slides here. Can you guys see my screen? Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have updated information. So for July, if you hit Success Club, you're going to get some shift shop stuff. I have the hardest time saying that. I am always afraid I'm going to say something else because I say it way too fast. So you're going to get apparel. I don't think, oh, there it is, a women's tank or a men's t-shirt. So I think so far this month, both myself and Natalie will get the tank. So I can't wait to see what it looks like. But everybody else push to at least hit Success Club 5. Don't think of Success Club 5 though. Think of 3 people to help. Sit back and think of 3 people that you know and don't already assume they're going to say no or it's something they don't want. Think of the 3 people, at least a minimum of 3. I always like to think of more because not all 3 you think of are going to say, yes, I want to do this. So maybe double it. Think of 6 people. Make a list. Make a list of 10. Make a list of people. And talk to the people on that list. Let them know what you're doing. You might think they're seeing your posts. Even if they are, they might not realize that they can join you. They might think they just have to go online and look for Shakeology. So then we have on Wednesday the 19th from 5 to 6 Pacific time, Carl Deichler is going to be speaking live on the TBB Facebook page. So it's the TBB Coach 411. So make sure, if you don't already follow that page, make sure you follow that page. There's always tons of information, but he's going to be live on that page. I have no idea what he's going to be talking about, but he's going to be live on there. And then we have a Team Cup registration. So if you're not sure what Team Cup is, you can always go into the back office under FAQ and type Team Cup and get all the information. But it's a fun little challenge that they do, and they link 5 coaches. You put a team of 5 coaches together. Now they've changed it that you can have more than 1 diamond on a team, which is awesome. So put a team together of at least 5 coaches, and then you do your normal everyday work. But as a team, you get all your Success Club points together and you win prizes. So they've made a lot of changes to how the Team Cup runs. So make sure you go into the back office and read about it. But it kicks off on the 13th of July, but it's going to be August. I believe. Do you remember, Tara? Can we register July 13th, or we're registering right after Summit, but all the information about it kicks off?
I
thought registration was after Summit, but the 13th. Okay. All right. So make sure that you are in a Team Cup, because if you're already building your business and it's something that you're doing anyways, why not get some extra prizes for it? Everybody loves free stuff. So, and then we have New Orleans. I'm super excited. We have 9 of the crew going this year. So the first time I went, it was just me and Alex. I didn't know what I was doing. I won my ticket to Summit. So for you new coaches, your first 3 months in the business, if you help at least 3 people each month, you will get a free ticket to Summit. You just have to get yourself there and get your hotel, but the actual Summit ticket is free to you. That is how I got my first one. And I had no idea. I was a brand new coach. I had no idea what was going on, but I went, figured why not. I didn't know much about the business. I didn't have anybody helping, so I figured I'd go and learn. It was amazing. Then the next one we had, it was just Amy and myself. So every time I was like, I want to take one more coach. Then the next one was Amy, myself, and Tara. And then we were like, we want a big group. And now we have a big group. We have 9 of us. So, and I want to double that the next year and keep doubling it each year. I want to see tons of crew shirts everywhere, which I can't wait to see all our shirts. So, and what Summit is, it's the annual Beachbody event. This is where you will sit in seminars. I can speak. Sit in seminars and get lots and lots of training and learn how these top coaches have done what they've done. And they tell you the do's and don'ts on posting and what to do and how to not be salesy. There is so much to learn. Make sure you have your notifications on in our GetFitCREW team page, and for my top coaches that are in the new top coach group, make sure your notifications are on. Most of the top coaches will be there, but for the ones that aren't going to be there, we will be going live in a lot of these groups to give you a little sneak peek of what Summit is all about. And also we will be letting you guys know when the sale tickets go, because usually those go on sale while we're at Summit, and you have a very small window of opportunity to get it at a sale price. They're usually like half off. So that's a time to get it. I don't want you to think, oh, I don't know where my business is going to be. You can always transfer your ticket. You could sell your ticket. If you want to grow your business, you've got to buy your ticket to Summit next year. Then you have a whole year to figure out how to get yourself there. You can even earn it. Start helping people, and that'll pay for your trip. So got to be at Summit. I want to take a moment and welcome all our newbies. So I welcome everybody that has joined. Okay, leadership ladder. Again, I would like everybody to go into my YouTube or onto FAQ and type in leadership ladder. And on my YouTube, if you do the same thing, I did a call explaining what leadership ladder is. If you are growing your business, this is something that you want to focus on. This is something that you want to understand. Each level is a different level in your business, and everybody wants to strive to be that executive leader. You have to have so much commission each month. You have to have so many coaches that are diamond. There's so many different things that you have to have. Each level is different. So you want to make sure that you understand this, because this is a great map for your business, just like Success Club. Natalie, I think you're at 6 now though. So Natalie and I have already hit Success Club for this month. So great job, Nat. I love to see names and numbers on this slide. This is my favorite slide. For those of you that are new, I'm hoping that you are active in our Coach Academy, because you are going to learn more about what these numbers mean and what these SC letters and PV letters actually mean. I go into great detail in that group that I've just opened up. I made our very own Coach Academy, like a Coach Basics that other coaches do. I didn't really feel that that was helping us. So I have thought long and hard and worked really hard on getting it all situated for our team. So it's a totally different Coach Academy than you've ever been in. So if you've done other Coach Basics before and you're like, oh, that never worked, you've got to try this one. Totally different. I've kind of made it all up on my own. So you have to make sure that you get into there and you will learn everything you need to know about this business so you can move your business forward. I want to open it up to any shout outs. If anybody has any shout outs for anybody on the team before we move forward. I have one. I want to shout out the girls that are going, well, I should say, and Guy, because Alex is going to Summit. I know it's not easy to get yourselves there. I know it's not easy as moms to pull ourselves away from our family and do something for ourselves. I have a hard time with that, leaving my fur babies and leaving the kids with my parents and not feeling guilty about that. I know it's difficult money-wise, it's difficult emotional-wise, but once you get there, you're always so grateful that you go. And that's just what I keep focusing on to get myself there. And I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody that is going, everybody that took that step and bought their ticket last year and stuck with it and is still going, because I promise you, it is going to be life-changing. Does anybody else have a shout out? Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. Let me escape this. So we are going to hear from Tara about implementing trainings. And like I had said before, this is something that she started doing and she started seeing differences. So she immediately wanted to share all of this with the team. Now, Tara and I met through one of my posts. We have tons of mutual friends. And I had posted, basically, wasn't it like, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Like one of those posts. And we started talking from there. She's been one of the original crew members from the beginning. And we have been working side by side for a while. She's definitely gone in and out, working the business, not working the business, but she is 100% in now, and you could totally see the difference. I don't know if you guys follow her. I don't know if you've noticed the difference in her posts, but you can tell that her mindset is all in right now. And I'm excited to hear her share about this. I'm going to mute myself, okay? So if the dogs start barking, it doesn't mess you up.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Thanks for having me, Tanya. I just probably won't be this long-winded thing because what my subject is today is talking about how we can utilize the training that is provided to us, not only by Tanya, but by all the leaders in the Beachbody organization and even outside sources on how to not only build your business, but build a lifestyle around making this conducive to success. So, like Tania said, I've been a coach a little over 4 years, definitely been in and out. I've always had the desire to be a business builder. My goal is to be able to come home, not work in corporate America anymore. I want to be here and around for my kids. I want to be able to pick them up at the end of school. I don't want them to have to go to after school care. I just want to be more present in my life, not be, working to pay other people to take care of my kids. So it's always been a difficult thing for me to find ways to prioritize this business without losing everything, alienating them. So stable. Is it okay? Cool. So I was talking to Tania one day, and I was telling her that, for some reason, one day I just decided it was almost like a light, like a literal light went on in my brain, and my eyes became open and my heart became very clear. And I really attribute it to one of the 4 vital behaviors of our business, which is personal development. If you guys watch any of my live videos, you'll see that I talk a lot about how, although being a product of the product and all the, outside of the other 3 vital behaviors that a lot of times are prioritized, I believe that the number 1 vital behavior to make sure that you are successful in this business is personal development. And one of the pieces of personal development, outside of finding stuff that speaks to your heart and speaks to things that you struggle with, is finding personal development that speaks to you about your business. There are exponential amount of resources that we have at our fingertips that will train you to do whatever you want to do in this business. It will train you how to invite. It will train you how to talk to people. It will train you how to get your PV volume. It will train anything you want to know is out there. We are very fortunate to have Tania as our coach because she makes everything available to us. She never holds anything, into her chest. If she sees a good training, if she sees a good video, she's going to share it. She doesn't do it for no reason. If you ever see a post, if you ever see, hey, I saw this video, check it out. It's handed to you on a silver platter. Not only are we fortunate to be on the GetFit Crew, which not many people are fortunate to have I don't even think of us like a team. We are like a crew. Like, we go to people's sides. We are not just coaches. We're not just fellow coaches. We are family. So not only do we have the crew, we are fortunate. I don't know if you guys understand what it is to be part of the Bombshell Dynasty. The Bombshell Dynasty started Beachbody. I mean, they just look, they have, one of the summit events that we're all attending, I believe we're all attending, is a session that is not being put on by Beachbody Corporate. It's called Ignite. It's being put on by the Bombshell Dynasty. They have, I think, more than half of the top 10 elite coaches are in the Bombshell Dynasty. So, those accolades, they speak for themselves. They have Facebook groups. They have private trainings that they invite and will accept you in. What I find is interesting is lately they don't just accept anybody. They want to know what you're doing in your business and what you're doing to move your business forward. Oh, I have a visitor. Oh, here he comes. Sorry. Hold on one second. You go. Daddy's going to do it. Okay. He's really good at it. Want to say hi to everybody? Look, say hi.
Morning, Owie.
Look,
Good morning.
Look, there's Lucy.
Say hi.
He looked up for that.
Oh, there she is. Okay, can you come in and get her? Hi, Lou. You're pretty. Anyway.
What's cool too about that Ignite that you were talking about is how they even opened up and did like a special VIP ticket, which you and Nicole Gross have, where you guys get to stay a little bit longer and have some one-on-one with those top coaches and have breakfast with them. Because I know they're going to have, I don't know what kind of breakfast stuff they're going to have, but I think they said like maybe pastry, something that's like grab and go.
Yep.
But they opened that up too, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a recording device. Seriously, because I know that the information that I'm going to get, I'm going to want to like instantly commit to memory. And I don't know that when we go to this Ignite event VIP session, that it's all going to be like business, because I feel like the environment of the Beachbody, of the Bombshell Dynasty is like really honestly changing lives. It's not, do this to get here and there and otherwise. Anyway, so as I was saying before, my beautiful little boy came in to ask me to put on a potty watch, was that there are so many resources that give trainings that really are practical. For instance, I watched a training on, I've watched so many, but I'm trying to think of what this main subject was. Oh, free groups. I watched this training on free groups that totally was like, duh, why haven't I been doing this? So I'm going to share a little tiny tidbit of what I learned for the people that are smart enough to get on these calls. So as everybody knows, when you're building your business, there are not always people that are ready to commit to the paid challenges. So what we always suggest is that you have a free fitness group. The free fitness group is going to be a place where you introduce the people that are maybe on the fence or maybe not financially stable enough to commit, or just they're just unsure for some reason or other, but you want to change their life. So what you're going to do is you're going to I'm so distracted by Lucy getting her own call. What you're going to do is you're going to open up this free group so you can introduce them to you as your coach, to you as their coach. You're going to show them that you don't want just their money, right? So a way to build your business is you're talking to somebody and they want to go into your free group and say, hey, I'd love to put you in my free group. Can you please tag 3 people that you believe will be helped by this group? So right there, you're tripling the amount of people that you've just put in by going from 1 to those 3 additional people. Now you have 4 people. If that happens every single time you put a new person in your group, think about how fast your base is going to grow, right? So, I didn't learn that in a paid seminar. I didn't learn that by some guru. I learned that on the Beachbody Champions page that is open to the people that are wanting to learn more about the business. And they post, I would have to say that the Beachbody Champions page is probably the most focused training Facebook page or any kind of training group out there for Beachbody coaches, because there are, I want to say like 20,000 people on it.
And lots of top coaches in there too doing the training.
Yeah, so, you know, the people that are on the Beachbody Champions page, I'm just going on it. I'm sorry, 20,000, silly me. There's almost 78,000 people on this, okay? 78,000 people in one group is not an accident, people. It's because all the top coaches from every single team, most of them being Bombshell Dynasty people, but most of the coaches from every single team get on it a few times a week, and they provide training. I'm just going to go through really quickly just the top ones that are on the front of the feed. How to rock your business. How to get to 1 star. Instagram training, because guess what? When you're used to doing Facebook like I was, Instagram is like, I feel like a buffoon sometimes, right? Because with Facebook, it's all about what you write. With Instagram, it's all about that one picture or that collage of pictures that you decide to put on there, because a lot of people don't even read the text that's below it. So you got to capture them with optics. You know, these people teach you that. The next one is how to go double superstar. Seriously? Like, it's a 9-minute video. And guess what? It's done by Michael Folsom, who has been elite how many bazillion times? Like, I think as many times as she possibly could be in the 4 years that she's been a coach. So there is, I can't express to you the plethora of knowledge that is available to you guys. And I've learned a lot of practical tips. Tania noticed right away when I started paying attention to those trainings. Because why? Because I implement what I learn. You know, I take what the video tells me. I take furious notes. I always take a picture of those notes and I send them to Tania, when she always marvels at, like, there's pages of notes no matter how long or short the video is.
And the neatest handwriting ever.
Thanks. But I take furious notes and then I look them over and I pull out the things that I could do instantly. And then I go back after I've implemented those instantaneous things. I go back and then I study up on how I can implement the other things. I don't know if you guys heard Tania earlier. She opened up a new page for the GetFit Crew top coaches. It's going to be another, good hub where you're going to find really helpful information. I may start thinking about posting my notes, but I almost don't want to post them because I want you to go look at the videos. Because the way I take notes, you won't have to look at the video, but there's something about getting it from the horse's mouth. But not only, like I said, not only watching them, you really have to implement, because I can know it's like anything else, right? If I knew the cure to cancer, would that be helpful? No. If I implemented what I learned and cured cancer, that's what's helpful, right? That old adage, you could lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. These videos, these trainings are the reins that they're taking you. Come to the trough to drink your water, and all the information is the water. You got to put your head down in the trough and you got to drink it, right? And then you got to utilize the energy and the focus and the notes and the information to put it into action, because when you put it into action, your business will change. I'm not on the board yet, but right now, let me see, 7 Facebook messages that I have to answer because I sent out 30 yesterday. I used to be, let me talk to 3 people a day, like they tell you to. It's not doing anything. 3 people a day are for those people that have just started to get used to talking. But then you got to go balls to the wall if you want to make this anything. Because if you don't go balls to the wall, I can't tell you how many times I was talking to people, and then I went on one of my ebbs where I stopped doing the business, and then I go back to talking to people, and I inspired them so much that they signed up as a coach with somebody else. Pisses me off, because guess what? Now somebody's benefiting from my hard work, and I will never let that happen again. So I just wanted to come here and tell you guys that there are, multiple platforms that you can get this training from. And when you get it, really, I want you to use it, because it's only going to be beneficial to you and your business, and not only your business, but your coaches and your customers. Because when you're a better coach, you're a better teacher. You're a better support system. You're a better everything, because even the coaching, even like learning how to, talk to people on Facebook, guess what? It doesn't only help that. It gives you the clarity of mind and the information to ingest to live your life that way. So, Tania always does a call to action. So guess what? I'm doing a call to action. My call to action to you is, if you are not in Beachbody Champions page, get on it. If you want to build the business, you have to do so. The Bombshell call was for diamonds last Monday, right, Tania? So Miguel Carrasco, he is my favorite person in the whole entire world to listen to. It used to be Scotty Hobbs, but now it's Miguel Carrasco. Why? I love Scotty, but I feel like I'm listening to my brother now, because I've listened to Scotty so much. Miguel, and Miguel, it's funny because Miguel put this Ignite event together. He could not have named it a more accurate thing, because Miguel Carrasco ignites fire under your ass. Unless you are sleeping or dead or have no emotions, if you listen to Miguel Carrasco, he will get you fired up, and he makes you want to spread wings and fly. He doesn't sugarcoat nothing, though. He's not like, oh, because you're so inspired, it's going to be success. He tells you, you got to bust your ass. He said in this last call for, I think it was his first year, he didn't see his friends. He didn't hang out. He didn't watch TV. He wanted it, and he did it. And guess what? We can do it too. It ain't rocket science. It's a natural progression of putting education into action and putting it out there, because the last trend that they showed us at last year's Beachbody Summit, also another invaluable training, was that there are 68 million, I think it was, people in just the United States of America that are considered obese. 68 million people. If you are going to try and tell me that you cannot find 1, 2 people, 3 people a month out of the 68 million people, probably 58,999,999 of them are on Facebook, that are obese, we are not here to just make money. We're here to change lives. The money comes by the lives we change. It's not the other way around, people. Don't get it twisted. If you change lives, your business will build. If your business will build, you will reach goals that you set. And the more you utilize training, the more you implement training, the faster it's going to happen, because the faster the light is going to come on and the clearer your head will be to make these posts and make these people that you're talking to understand that you're there for them. Everybody that is going to teach you anything is going to teach you that you are not selling Shakeology. You are not selling the workouts. Everybody has that baseline product to work with. So the only thing that sets you apart is what you do. And what you do is what people are going to want. You are going to see that when you are your true self and you're implementing these trainings, that you're going to find what we love to call our tribes, because what you exude is going to speak to the people that you want. Unless you're looking to build a tribe of people that are polar opposites from you, just by the nature of being, you are going to attract people that are like you, because like attracts like. So in addition to finding and joining that Beachbody Champions page, I want you guys to watch the first 5 videos. Whichever one. They differ every day on that Beachbody Champions site. The first 5 videos that are on the feed, I want you to watch. Some are 10 minutes, some are an hour. Take the time, because when I tell you that you will have this well-rounded universe of training and information to put into practice, I'm downplaying it. And once you do, every time you do a training, go into either, if you're in the top coaches page or if you're just on the GetFit Crew page, go in and post the video that you did. I don't know if you can share them. Can you share them, Tania? Do you know?
I tried.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the ones where you would try to watch it and then you're like, it won't let me do it because I think that group is set to private.
Gotcha.
Or like closed or whatever, so you can see.
Mm-hmm.
I will share the group in our team page, so anybody that wants to get into that champions group can get in it. So Belle, stop. So I'll share the group, because I've tried like saving it on my Facebook and then sharing it from saved, and it just says unattached, available attachment or whatever. So
yeah. All right, so since you can't share what you watch, I want you to post a comment in the page to tell us what you watched, because the people that have watched it, then we can start discussing how you're implementing it and how I'm implementing it, and we can further, make this a collaborative effort. Because why not be an elite team? It's the same as being a dormant team, right? We're all still signed up. We're all still paying the fees. Why not pay the fees out of our income that we're making from Beachbody, people? I mean, it's almost like a no-brainer. So that's pretty much all I had to say. If you guys have any questions, I would love to hear from them. For the people that are watching this on the recording, you can post the questions to the GetFit Crew page, or if you're not friends with me, you can send them to Tania, and me and Tania talk, I think, more than me and my husband. So I'll find a way to answer you. So that's it.
What great information. You did great. Thank you. But yeah, I will share the champions page, but I can tell you that it has helped all of us, me, Nat, Tara, and Christina. We have like our little text message saying that finally, thank God, I'm getting everyone's text messages, not just Tara's. I have no idea what happened. It was like the Twilight Zone for like a good 2 hours of the day. and then another Twilight Zone when they all started coming through. But we've all been watching a lot of the Beachbody Champions videos. And if we find one we like, we tag each other in that video so the other ones will watch it. Then we watch it and we all chat about it. So I love that call to action of you guys watching the videos, taking some notes, or even just posting your takeaway of what video you watched. Like, say the title of the video and post your takeaway, because somebody else might have a totally different takeaway of that video and they can go watch it. But I will share the Champions page in our group as soon as we are done with our team call. So whoever wants to hop on there can hop in there. It's a great place to be. And I will be honest, I've been in there for a long time and just recently started really watching and implementing a lot of it, because I feel like, I was ready at that time. So even if you don't feel you're ready to implement a lot of those things, still get in there. And what you said about like Miguel, he is still one of the coaches that I watch one of his YouTubes every day, whether it's a motivational talk or whether it's some sort of a training that'll help me with my business, whatever it may be. And I think I connect with him because his energy is like mine, but he's funny because in person, face to face, like standing close, he's quiet. He's quiet because I was in Vegas at the Winter Summit and I was special enough that Jen Greenberg invited me to this VIP event that they spent thousands of dollars on, and she gave me a ticket to it because she felt that I was in the place in my business that I could utilize it, which I did. I have utilized a lot of it with helping the team and things like that. And in a couple of those days, we sat with Miguel and his wife. And he's very kind of introvert, quiet, until he's speaking about what he's passionate about. And then he's all in, hyper, motivating, but he's a very quiet soul. So it's funny because I'm hyper no matter what, and he's hyper behind the screen or when he's up on the stage. So it was kind of cool to see that. But his energy helps me because I'm the same way. I have that high energy, so it's easy for me to watch him, but if you have not followed his YouTube, go on his YouTube, watch some of the videos. But that is a very smart thing to do, is at least pick a video each day, and you don't have to literally watch it. Open YouTube, put your phone down, and brush your teeth and put your makeup on and do your hair for the day.
Because all they're doing is talking to the camera like I am. So
that's all they're doing. So you don't necessarily have to watch it. They're not showing you slides. They're just talking to you. So it's a great training, and that's part of PD. That's your PD for the day, is listening to a YouTube video. So if you can't get into reading books right now, get in the habit of listening to a video. Go on the Beachbody Champions page and watch one video. What I do is when they post a new video, I save it on my Facebook. So when I'm ready to do my training session of my day, I go into my saved videos, watch it, and then I unsave it. Unless I need to watch it again because I want to take notes. Like I might be doing something when I listen, then I want to go back and take notes. But I will share that page. Did anybody have any questions for Tara before we end our call?
I just wanted to say really quickly that on the call that I was talking about, that Tania shared, that Miguel was talking, he was laughing when he was like, people that say they do PD 10 minutes a day, he's like, that is laughable. He's like, that's fine if you're like just kind of, whatever, passing the time. He does 1 to 2 hours a day of PD. And at first I was like, that's kind of drastic. But then I thought about it, and I do that too.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I thought the same thing. And then I was like, wait a minute. I break mine up.
Yeah. So it takes me about 45 minutes to drive to work. So I listen to something on my way home, on my way to work. So that's 45 minutes. I don't listen to it on the way home from work most of the time because I just kind of want to cut loose a little bit, and I put on my country music or whatever and I listen to the music. But then when I get home and I am cooking dinner or doing whatever, I pop something on. Mondays, we have our call, so that's always about an hour more. And then before I go to bed, I read. So I was like, oh, I guess he's not so crazy, because that's what I inadvertently thought, that's what I'm inadvertently doing. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what it needs to be. It has to become almost like a second nature of your life in order for it to really be effective. Because I do So the 45 minutes that I do in the morning is my business PD, and the stuff that I do before I go to bed is my personal PD. And I find that that's really helpful because I'm not reading just one thing. So over the span of time, it is sinking in. But it's constant. There's a little bit of business, there's a little bit of personal. So I find that really helpful.
I had the same reaction when he said that. I'm like, oh my God, 2 hours. But then I think about it. I'm like, okay. I'll listen to a YouTube thing. Sometimes it's Tony Robbins and it's an hour long, but I'm listening to it while I'm cleaning or while I'm doing this, or my runs. Every time I do a run, I'm listening. I listen. Then I have my time and I read. I actually sit down and read a book. So then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, by the time I'm done, yeah, I pretty much do an hour to 2 hours each day. But when he first said it, I was like, oh my God, that's a lot.
Exactly.
I was like, I got to up my game. And then I was like, no, I don't. Because then it made me reflect on how much PD I actually do. And between the training videos that we watch and then anything that I find on YouTube that I watch, because before I post them in our team page, even though a lot of times I'll use like Post Planner to make sure they post each day, I sit and watch them because I don't just upload a video. Like I want to watch it so I can say like to see if the video is any good to even post. Mm-hmm. So especially when I'm sitting and doing that, oh my gosh, I end up doing so much PD. But it definitely helps a lot. And I just shared the Beachbody Champions in our team page. I'm going to share it in the top coach group also.
Awesome. Cool.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go wake my son up and see what he wants to do for the few hours I have before I go get my tattoo done.
All righty. Post pictures when it's done. I'm loving that you're getting it. And that Jen.
I've been wanting to do this forever.
Jen was talking